snarled ball of nothingness. No, seriously, how is your acting career? If it is not exactly the way you want it to be, I'm going to show you how to make it come alive again. So get the electrodes. But first, allow me to tell you a very scary story. Actually, Stephen King beat me to it. But here is the story, and it's going to relate to your acting career, believe it or not. Have you ever heard of Pet Sematary? My brother made me watch it. It was pretty scary, and I don't get scared very easily. We watched the 1989 version. If you're not familiar with it, let me read you the synopsis. Dr. Lewis Creed family moves into a country house of their dreams and discover a pet cemetery at the back of their property. The cursed burial ground deep in the woods brings the dead back to life with minor problems. At first, only the family's cat makes the return trip, but an accident forces a heartbroken father to contemplate the unthinkable. I highly recommend this movie for you to watch it. Watch it with the lights out, okay? But there is one line in this movie that I want you to remember, and remember it well. It was spoken by Fred Gwynne. Now, Fred Gwynne, if you don't know who that is, he was in My Cousin Vinny. He played the judge. But more popularly known, he was Herman Munster in The Munsters. In this movie, Pet Sematary, he played the neighbor of the good family that came in and moved in there. And he knew about the Pet Sematary and its resurrection powers. But he did warn at one point in the movie, he said this line: "Some things need to be left alone because they've turned sour. They've turned sour." Now, what does that mean? When things turn sour, when they've died, when they're buried, when they're left rot in the ground, sort of like in Pet Sematary, it's better to let the dead be and get on with your life. How many times in your acting career or in your personal life have you, and I raise my hand because I've learned this too, how many times have you tried to go back in time and resurrect something, resurrect an old flame, resurrect an old relationship, and you tried to breathe life into the corpse? You tried to do it, but it didn't work. Why? Because it turned sour. You see, there are seasons in life. There are seasons in life in your personal life and your professional life, in your acting career. Have you ever had a point in time in your life where you went back in time and you tried to embrace the same role that you played years ago, thinking that you could feel the same emotion, when in essence you could not, because you've grown beyond that. You've expanded and you have become a better actor and a better human being, wiser and stronger. It's not the same. Any time that you try to go back, you're not going to experience the same thing because it's gone sour. It's gone. The past is gone. It's dead. You can't breathe life into it, ever. And if you try, you're wasting your breath. It's like trying to breathe life into a corpse. You can't do it, can you? No. Certain relationships in life have a lifespan. Every relationship has a lifespan. And for one reason or another, it dies. She dies, he dies, you die. The relationship I'm talking about. There's a reason why. If it's buried, leave it alone. Don't take a shovel and start digging up the remains, because it won't do you good. It won't do you any good. It is rotting away, never to be breathed, never to be breathed in again. No. So if you're having problems holding on to the past, let it go, because you can't hold on to the past. Your past is your school. You learned from it. You grew from it. You grew from that audition. You grew from that relationship. You grew from that failed business, whatever is going on. I've had to learn this the hard way, And therefore, I'm a better coach for it and a better human being and a better actor. So this applies to you too. Put your hands out like this, one and the other one, both opposite you. So you have the present. The present is in the middle, where my head is, okay? Where my focus is on the present, okay? Over here is the past, or on your side is over here. And the other side is the future. So you have the past and you have the future, okay? So where are you going with the present, with your focus? Wait a minute, if I drop the future, then I'm looking at the past and I don't have a present. So the future's not here yet. So I'm going to drop my past and grip onto the present so I can have a future. Does that make sense? Do it again. 1, 2, okay? You drop your future. Now you drop your past. Take both hands and hold on to the present fast. Got it? Good. All right. Now, how do you do that? I'll tell you. Under here, there's the brain. There is your mind, okay? And then the rest of you is emotion. Emotion moves you, just like in acting. Emotion, energy in motion. However, as wonderful as emotions are and flexible as they are, they can't think. They're sort of like a starfish. A starfish doesn't have a brain. I don't know if you knew that or not. I don't know how God created it, but it moves without a brain, just a very primitive nervous system. So, but we can think. So you have to make a conscious effort to say, okay, what did I learn from my past? What did I learn from that audition? What did I learn from that relationship, that marriage, that friendship, whatever it is? And then you take that valuable fruit, that valuable gold, and you apply it to your present so you can have a better future, okay? Hope I didn't scare you too bad in this video lesson.